All right, guys, welcome back to Moser Innovations. Taylor said I was on my own to do this, so it's gonna not be that good. But I'm gonna try to do this all in one take, so that way she doesn't have to edit. And if she don't have to edit, that means she's a lot less quiet. Nothing really went on at all again this weekend. Plan was to go to Lincoln to help Ryan roast and get some footage, but Lincoln canceled because of the high winds, and it got pretty damn cold yesterday. Also, we do got some cool stuff planned for next week, so just bear with us here. Well, I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But this week is going to be pretty short, pretty simple. Got a list of questions here that we got through, I guess, all our social media platforms or whatever. Taylor wrote most of these down. I only wrote one, and I can't read it or really remember what the question was. So hopefully that comes to me. But yeah, we'll get right into it. But first, make sure to like and subscribe. Go check out our sponsors and partners that help us do this, not just race, but the video stuff too. It's all in the credits at the very end. Maybe I should change that, make it the beginning. I don't really know. Anyway, here's the first question. What's your plans for this weekend? We already went over that. Never mind. Let's see. And just hold up with me here. What will my number be? 41, like it's always been. The reason we came up with 40, I got with 41, like, I don't know, I used to be number 5, and then I went to 41 because in late model racing, there was always another number 5, and I always had to put an M beside it, and I absolutely hate letters and numbers together. So I went to 41, so no one had it. All right, let's see what this other one is. Who am I helping this year? Anyone that's part of Moser Innovations and helps me out, it's the way I've always done. You help me, I'll help you, and if you need help, you're a good person, whatever. I'll help you. I enjoy doing a lot of helping. Next question is, who is helping at the track? Well, so Travis and Ariana Beck will be there most weeks. Scott Bear will be there a good bit of the time. He'll probably mainly put his focus on Grayson. I do believe Grayson's dad will be there most weeks, which again, he would be helping with Grayson. Taylor will be there. I don't know. We don't really have a whole bunch of people that are committed to help. So if anyone's interested in coming, weekend here and there or all year, it don't matter. Let me get a hold of me and let me know. What classes are you running? We're gonna mainly focus on the clone stuff. That's where the money is. We will run a couple Predator shows. Just was on the phone today with somebody, maybe even doing some Yamaha racing. We'll see how all that goes. Let's see. Where are you racing? Well, we're gonna pretty much just follow the money. Again, was on the phone, same guy, talked about maybe doing some BMS racing this year also, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not a huge fan of Burris tires, but I am a big fan of racing, and they race on Sunday, so the more racing I can get in during the weekend, the better. So yeah, we're just gonna follow where the money is as far as weekly stuff goes, aside from series stuff. That's how it's gonna be. If money's right at Hunterstown, we'll be there every week. If not, I probably won't race every single week and just try to get a lot of focus on, Grayson and my customers. But if the money's right and it makes sense, I'll probably be racing every week. If the money's right elsewhere, I know Coview has some money races, and maybe make some trips up that way, and we'll try to hit some 7 stars races on Friday nights, and we'll just kind of just go wherever. I don't like running for points all that much, but we'll see. Is there anyone that's going to be joining the team, and who's on the team? I don't know who's joining the team. That just kind of you want to be a Moser Innovations team member, you just kind of become a customer, big or small, it doesn't matter. You got the name, Moser Innovations name with you, and that's what we want to see in Victory Lane. Who's on the team? So, Tyler Lease, Ryan Rose, if he brings out his card at all this year, he races micros, so he did talk about a couple times, but we'll see. Michael Markey and his boy James. Obviously myself's on the team. My stepson Grayson's on the team. Taylor's going to race a couple times. Travis and Ariana Beck. And as far as I know, that's it. Oh, well, Floss Racing, that whole group. I've known them for so long, and we've always helped each other out, even from the very day one, to be honest. So there's that. Let's see. What made you go back to kart racing? I think the state of kart racing is really good right now, and hopefully it only grows. It's what it looks like it's going to do. So, the state of late model racing is kind of, I think, more so on the opposite, until these tracks can kind of work together, especially limited late model racing in this area. We got a lot of cars, but we have a lot of different rules for each tracks, and it kind of, I think, drags their feet for people to, go run around the street here at BAPS. Just 3 years ago, BAPS had the highest car count week in and week out. They were averaging, towards the end of the year we were averaging like 30 to 35 cars every single week. But then, rule changes happen, and then it goes from that to 20. I don't know what the average is now, but yeah, it's there used to be a lot more B mains than what there is. So yeah, and the cost of racing in general, it don't matter what it is, it's all expensive, right? It's just comparing apples to apples, as Josh Hare's always told me. Especially now, this year with karting, the money being so much better, we're running for more than what late models pay most weeks, and you're spending a lot less to have really good equipment. You go run late model stuff, to have the best of the best equipment, you're at least 60 grand a year. That's new tires every week and all that stuff. Go karting, to have best of the best equipment all year long, you might be looking at like 10, and you're running for more money with kart racing. And I'm talking, when I say best of best equipment, you have spare motors, they're all freshly rebuilt by name brand guys or whatever, new cards, couple different cards, so yeah, it's just makes more financial sense to go kart racing. Plus, with Grayson starting to race, it also makes sense, kind of just, I'm gonna be at the track anyway, so I might as well race go-karts, right? So that's the other way I look at it, is I don't really care what I race, I want to race. That's all that matters to me. How do you think Grayson's going to, oh good Lord, what does that say? Is going to, well, I think it just says, how does it think racing's going to do? I don't know. There's not really any expectations, and I've helped kids a lot, throughout the years. I've always, we've always kind of, I don't want to say like a program, but, I've always kind of went out of my way to help these, families that are just getting into it, to kind of get them in the right direction, the best of my ability at least. And, for someone that's the first time they're ever on the track, you don't really have any expectations. The only thing you can do is after the first night, then you start, progressing to do better. And that's when you kind of learn how quick they're going to adapt to it. If he listens and can comprehend everything, it won't take long at all. But if he is going to struggle a little bit with kind of paying attention and comprehending what we're telling him, it's going to take a lot longer for him to get the hang of it. So it's mainly just comes down to how well he can pay attention and how quickly he can understand like what we're telling him and have it make sense in his head. He's 7 years old, so it's not going to be a cakewalk by no means. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. There's no expectations right now, but 5 races in, then we might have that discussion, or that answer might change. let's see. How do you think your year will go? I don't know. We have goals set. It's not. I don't think it's too far of an outreach, but you know, it's not going to be an easy task to do either. But I mean, who knows? We're off to a good start already this year. So as long as we just keep building momentum, it can't get worse. How do you feel going into this racing season? I think we just hit on that. I just confidence is key. Just keep building what we're going, all that. What's your mindset for this year? Just race and try to win at all costs. I mean, that's always been my mindset. You just go and try to make as many races as you can, and hopefully, I mean, obviously, an unrealistic goal is to win all of them. Now, it's not going to happen, but you go to win every single race you're in. Weekly routine. So we raced last night. My routine today, my routine would have started today, and that would be, get the cars cleaned up, kind of take an inventory of what we're going to need for the next race or the next weekend. And then maybe even, who knows? Just you kind of just make a game plan. That's what I do on Sundays. Wash and take inventory of what we're going to need, what we used, how we did, take some notes, and then kind of just like the back half on Sundays. Normally I try to, relax, rethink things on how it went, what I could have done different. If I didn't do this change or did do this change, how do I think it would have affected me, my driving on the track, what mistakes did I make, what could I have done better, what did I do that was okay, I mean, that's pretty much my back half on Sunday. And I take a good bit of notes, do a lot of research. So I talk to my, customers and stuff, and how, what was their cart like? What do you think, what do they think I could have done better as far as helping them, and what could they have done? Yeah, just, that's pretty much how my Sunday goes. And then Monday is, you start putting stuff back together and making sure everything's clean and lubricated good. Get as much roll speed as you can out of the thing during the week, so you're not struggling with it on the weekend. And then Tuesday, we pretty much go do tires, or at least start, if you're flipping them or dismounting them, dismount ones to put new ones on, whatever. Just kind of get that done. And then Wednesday, usually on Wednesdays, I try to take a break throughout the week, and that's kind of my actual day off per se. It doesn't always happen. It honestly depends if we're going to race Friday and Saturday, or just Saturday. If we're not racing all on Friday, then more than likely I'll take Wednesday off. But if not, then we'll go through, just keep buzzing away. And then Thursday, we pretty much finish up tire work. Or at least I try to. You just double check your stagger, make sure, everything's good tire-wise that you have. If you're putting new ones on, check your stagger, make sure you're good. I always write notes down with my tires. So I do that at the track, but you kind of go over your notes and just make sure. That's another thing I do, is just I go over my notes more than once throughout the week, just to see, well, maybe I should have put this set on, or, did a little something different to this set or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much tires, just finishing them up on Thursday. And then Friday, like I said, as long as we're not racing on a Friday, it's just load up, get ready, try to get done early, and try to relax a little bit on Friday night before you go to the track all day on Saturday. And then, obviously Saturday, you wake up, you go race, and there you are. Another question was, what does my typical off season look like? And we try to race as much as we can. We are planning on doing a good bit of racing throughout the winter next year. This year we didn't get a chance to do it, just getting everything back. Haven't owned my own go-kart stuff in 4 or 5 years. So this is getting everything, making sure everything's right, and I have everything I need and everything's lined up. It's not, it's not the easiest thing, especially trying to rush around and go. So we, pretty much, it's not my off season is pretty boring. I didn't even get to go hunting this year. I mean, I want to say it's boring, but it's not. I typically do stay busy, but it's not nothing worth videotaping, I should say. So, all right, well, that's all the questions for now. I'm assuming we'll do this again, maybe a rain out or whatever. Again, go check, made it this far, go check out all the sponsors. And we are sponsored by Victory Fuel. This is our second year. They're going to stick with me here. If you use the discount code JMR41, it's either 10 or 15% discount on your whole order. I do make commission off of that, but they have been very kind to me the past 2 years. So definitely check them out. And like I said, use discount code JMR41. I'm going to try to put it down below to see if that helps. If we can figure it out, but we can, and ain't going to be nothing there. But yeah, just check out all our sponsors. Taz's Towing, Bloss Racing, Triple M Motorsports. I don't have this wrote down, so I don't really remember. But yeah, just do that. And like I said, we're going to have a couple things planned for us next week. And yeah, all right, that'd be it.